My guest today recently found a new team in Team Oplon, and now he's also attending to the upcoming Gamers Assembly. So there is a lot to talk about with Cocow, who I last spoke with at the World Championship, and then before that at a Giant Cup. But first and foremost, the most important question. Welcome, Cocow. How are you, man?
Yeah, yo NMD guys, I am fine. You?
Yeah, I'm fine and always hyped to do a podcast. But for people who might not know really who is Coco, can you give some sort of insight? Who are you and what do you do in Trackmania?
Okay, so yeah, at first I'm really welcome to be here. I'm really glad to be invited by you for a podcast.
My pleasure.
And I'm Coco. My name is Com Market. I'm a French Trackmania player. I played since I'm 10 years old. I'm 21 actually. So it's been quite a long time.
Over half of your life.
Yeah, actually, Trackmania has a very big place in my heart and in my life.
Huh.
Sharing stuff with my brothers, Ludo, and all Trackmania full speed, tech, and Canon top players.
But how did you get into Trackmania? Because you were so young, what was your way into it?
I was actually too young to play video games. My parents didn't allow me to play some games, so I was just watching my brothers, actually one brother, when her friends came in at home. He told to my brother, "Hey man, I discovered a new game called Trackmania. Do you want to try it out?" My brother obviously said, "Yes, let's go." And actually, it was pretty laggy at home, but my brothers was really liking the car games. We were playing some rally games on PlayStations. I don't remember the games exactly, but yeah, he definitely put it some work, upgrade our PC, our computer, sorry, and then yeah, the game start to be very clean in our computer, and then full speed at first for Ludo, and then yeah, I had my own computer. The first thing I downloaded was Trackmania actually, and yeah, but at 11 or 12 I played a lot.
So watching your brother play it, just that somewhat makes it you want to play it more, because as a young kids always want to do what your brother does, and at least if you're not allowed to do it yourself, then you want to do it like 100%.
For sure, yeah. Well, when I was watching my brother, he allowed me to draw some tracks. Like I took the keyboard on my side, and I was like, "Fuck, this is so fucking hard." But when I was watching him, it was, "Fuck, you're already so good after 10 minutes of playing." It's incredible.
But how was it then to get your own computer and play it? Was it like, okay, now I have it, maybe it's not as cool, or was it, now I have my own computer, it's more cool?
Well, it's been a time at home where we had only one computer, and we played only when parents weren't home. And then my mother also, I guess, bought her own computer. Then we had two. Obviously, when parents came back home after works, we still had one PC to play. So yeah, we start playing not very late, but after dinner, etc. Meeting some new people, new faces on the game. And then Ludo and me get recruited in some teams who played our first matches. And then the history wrote it himself.
But besides your brother, was there any friends that played it, or was it simply you and your brother having fun and playing it and then
it was only me and my brothers. My friends were playing League of Legends. I started playing League of Legends with them actually. And Counter-Strike, Dofus, some very old games. But yeah, Trackmania was really something with me and my brothers.
And how did you then end up sort of taking a step from a casual player who plays on server to say, okay, now I want to compete, become better, become maybe the best in the game?
Well, back in the days, there were one full speed player, the most played one, I guess, with like old names. I would say Tony Maroney, Anderson. I don't know if any of you will know these guys. But they are the guys that created the speed drift, actually. Some stuff like trick pad, I don't know, stuff like that. And there were some teams like GC or TIB, if I remember well. And the first team my brother joined was ARC. So it was a team basically playing on time attack servers, never like round mode or matches. It comes with times. And yeah, every time I launched Trackmania, it was to play in these servers.
So you played full speed the first sort of decade or
Yep.
first part of your Trackmania career?
Yeah, full speed from, well, I guess 2008 to 2012.
Oh, really? That's a long time.
Yeah.
Did you test out any other styles during that period, or was it simply, okay, I know what I like, I know what I play, so I just go back to the full speed server and play in the
Well, I tried a bit of dirt, but no tech at all before Canyon. So yeah, I had the basics in the basics in dirt and full speed,
Yeah,
but I didn't know how to drift properly.
yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about what you are as a tech player and what your achievement are. You're attending to the biggest events, but if you talk about you as a full speed player, what kind of level did you have as a full speed player? Are you like the same level as a tech player you are today, or how good were you?
Well, we all know that Ludo was the best French and maybe worldwide player, together with Darbringer, a German player. I was basically top 5 or top 6 in France, together with Wham, Solo, Fafa. Oh, Fafa was Swiss. But there's some name like that. I was pretty good, pretty solid, but not at Ludo's level.
And is there any reason why you don't play full speed nowadays? Did it eventually become too boring, or why did you eventually switch off?
Yeah, I actually still love playing full speed. I feel like it's so smooth that you have one trajectory with speed slide, then a looping or worldwide, whatever. It's really smooth. I like to play it, but casually. There is no more challenge. I already played full speed at top level, and the main thing now is tech or TMGL. So
Yeah,
I'm a competitor, so I will never play Trackmania for fun again.
So if full speed was the biggest style, you would try to become better and better in that style as well.
Yeah, obviously.
And before we start touching upon the tech style, I watched some ESWC 2012 videos doing some research.
Oh, yeah.
And I was surprised. I saw some face there in the grand final. It was you. I was like, what the fuck? What is he doing here? What is the story here? And why did you end up in a grand final at Canyon in 2012?
Well, I started playing Canyon in May, I guess, and Trackmania ESWC was in October or November, the end of October, I guess. I really felt good in the game, really fast. Like in 1 week, I was already challenging Ludo in times. And yeah, actually there was qualifiers for ESWC France, and there was 2 spots. So the 2 top players from France were qualified for ESWC World, where we could meet Mayo, Onyo, Clovny, Lawrence. Extreme had to go there, but he couldn't. He was sick, I guess. So the spots filled to me. Like I got the opportunity to replace him, so I took it, obviously. And I ended up beating the second best French player, that was Zypher at the time. And yeah, I took my chance, and yeah.
How was it to play there, or to go to the Paris Games Week to play ESWC and be part of the World Championship and the first World Championship in Canyon?
Well, I was still very young, like 15 years old, and this was my first LAN party, and I was still not like paying attention. Like I was just playing my games. I didn't know really pressure on myself. I was an outsider, not the dog, and I was just playing like my game. I step up phenomenally at this event. I was not that good before the event, I guess. Onyo was really surprised when we were both finalists in the winner bracket final. Well, he ended up beating me at this time, but he said, "What the fuck, Coco? What? How are you so good? Like, you weren't that good in the qualies matches." So yeah, I took definitely my chance, and that was one of the best memory I've sharing this with my brother.
Yeah, yeah. Talking about your brother going into your first offline event, did it help that you had your brother there? Some people you know, some people you have probably played a lot of matches with at home. Did it help, like the first sort of nervousness of going to your first offline event?
Well, I was, and he was definitely my best supporter. Like he was my cheerleader. I was his cheerleader. So yeah, we followed each other at every event in Canyon, especially because we didn't do much in stadium.
Yeah, and
but yeah, in Canyon we were two beasts, and that was really sick too.
Huh. Yeah, and going into the grand final and playing out, I believe it was like 3 finalists there. Did you, by any moment, did you think that, okay, I can actually become one of the world champions in Trackmania?
Well, at first, before going into the stage, we were saying with Onyo and Ludo that Clovny had no chance, like, well, not no chance, but very low chances to win, because in lower bracket I smashed him together with Lawrence. He managed to get his spots like really solidly against Lawrence, but in my opinion, before going to stage, he was kinda the one to be fourth.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, one super map he did. I guess he win all the runs that get him back into the match. And he definitely took his chances in the last 3 finalist ones. And I actually made mistakes.
But who did you think was gonna win it before going into the stage and talking with Onyo and your brother Ludo? Who did you guys see as the biggest favorite?
Well, obviously Ludo. I would have always cheered for Ludo. And actually, we always thought that Ludo would be the huge favorite. He dominated the winner bracket finals and even his semi-finals. It was really crazy but he's shaky on stage, and with multiple finalists, he's shaky as fuck. So he couldn't win.
So you believe the nerves got to him and eventually beat him?
Yeah.
But this was the last time we saw Cannon, at least at some sort of official world championship, as far as I know at least. Does that make you feel somewhat, I don't know, sad, but at least disappointed because you was in the only grand final we have seen?
Yeah, actually, I still watch some videos about it, and I feel like, what the fuck? Why did I end up fourth there? I could have won. The third place was $3,000, I guess.
Yeah,
it could have been huge, but at least I got really lucky because Extreme wasn't there, and yeah, it was still really huge achievement for me, and yeah, but it was so cool.
Did you tell that you stopped with full speed maybe because there is no real focus on it as a competitive game? Is that the same reason why you stopped with Canyon, simply because there is not a lot of events and offline events to go to in Canyon?
Yeah, that's actually true. Like ESWC 2012 was the first event for Canyon, and we hopefully thought that Canyon would be next year still in a USWC, but wasn't the case. So we were thinking about quitting already Canyon because no competitions, but there was still some lands in the north of France that we played together with my brothers. And yeah, after that it was no longer really challenge. We ended up quitting a little bit and start playing Trackmania Stadium with LDLC, I guess, or Penta, I don't know.
But now you have played full speed on a high level, you have played Canyon on a high level, and nowadays you are a high level tech player. But what style would you say is the most fun to play and the most fun to compete against other in?
Fun to play, I would say really Canyon, because the skill gap is not that big. Like you break once and it's just your joystick do stuff. So the fights are really close. Or actually in tech the level is insane. Like back in the World Championship, the Pro League final, it was really insane. I never saw a match like that. But playing competitively, yeah, Canyon was the most fun one.
Hmm.
But I think tech is obviously the hardest and the better I played.
Yeah. Yeah, and how did you eventually go into tech? Was it easy in the start, like you had success in full speed, you had success in Canyon? Did you have success in tech from the start on, or was there maybe some period that you had to adapt to?
Well, I had my time to adapt. I joined quickly some good players like Zoom Aswer.
Yeah.
That teach me the basics like drift, etc. And then I joined AA, playing with Kronos and Yo-Yo helps a lot actually. Playing ESL together with them. And yeah, I felt really slow at the beginning. I was like 1 second behind the world record, and I was really pissed because I couldn't get any better. And then yeah, I played together with Kronos. I learned, and yeah, slowly, and by times where creeping closer to world record, then I felt good.
So you would say that being part of a team and joining up against big players like Kronos and Yo-Yos sort of boosted your tech career?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But is there any reason why, I don't know, but did your brother join this? And if so, why didn't he join?
At the beginning, he joined with AA, but he didn't play that much. He was not really motivated anymore. He played some matches in USL, like 5v5 matches always, because yeah, he's learning maps really slowly. He needs a lot of time to be good at map, so Trackmania took him a lot of times in his life.
Yeah.
And yeah, after he decided to be a professor in mathematics, so he gave up, basically gave up Trackmania.
Yeah. Eventually moved on.
Yeah.
But how was it to be a part of Against All Authority, a team with such a rich history and a lot of French players playing and to become the best in Trackmania? Was it a different experience than playing the other environments, or how was it?
Well, my goal was actually to become better at the game, so it definitely worked out. And yeah, playing with only Frenchies is always fun, because yeah, it's native language, really fun to play, jokes aside, no problem. And still was really good. Well, only Kronos did win his matchups every time, so we basically lost all our matches 5-1, because Kronos won every 1v1. But it was still really fun to play. A big, yeah, how would you say it? Big experience.
Yeah.
Experience. Whoa. And yeah.
But I got my eyes open for like the esports side in 2016, I believe, and one of the first events then, I believe that Against All Authority won ESL then. Massa was a part of Against All Authority.
Yeah.
Was you a part of the squad as well then?
Yep.
And how was it to eventually become maybe a team that lost some matches 5-1 because only Kronos won a sub match, but then all of a sudden you win maybe the most prestigious team tournament that you have ever seen in Trackmania?
Well, obviously, everyone is saying that Massa helped us a lot. That's actually very true. Like, having a second Kronos in the team is really thankful. Like, they were 2v5ing every matches, while maybe me and Zoom could get in the middle of the field, but never at the top. Kronos and Massa just dominated every matches. And yeah.
And
we're still very proud of winning this this competition.
I mean, that's something you can have on your achievements list, being a winner of an ESL event, right?
Obviously. Yeah.
But how did your stay in Against All Authority end, and why did you eventually leave Against All Authority?
Well, I left Against All Authority because I was basically I thought that the game would go in solo mode. There was not really something to win in team mode besides KOTT and MML lately. But yeah, ESL didn't bring any money, just achievements. But besides that, LAN party and solo cup were coming up really fast.
Yeah.
So I decided to leave and play on my own, but still being joined by Cap. He was really my closest friends in AAA. He still is one, even if he's a Gamers Origin player.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I have my friend list of Trackmania being Salman, Shumi, Softy, Orwell, Cap, obviously, Bren, and all of these players. Like, we're all having fun playing together on TeamSpeak. In Counter-Strike, actually, we play sometimes.
And how is that going?
Well, not that bad, actually. We're Eagle, I guess.
Huh. But
yeah.
Do you agree with then? I had Softy B on, I believe, the first podcast I did with him. He said that, okay, teams and team events is good for players because then they can play together, they can sort of improve together. But at some points, to crown the best player and to have the most competitive scene, you need to have this sort of 1v1 and solo events. Do you share that and do you agree with that opinion?
Yeah, definitely agree. Like, the world champion is obviously a 1v1 v1 mode. It has always been like that. You can be in the best team without having the best player on your team.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, obviously Dignitas had the best player back then. But yeah, at the moment Venture and PKD are fighting, I guess, each other in TMM.
Yeah.
But there is no Pac or Carl or Kappa Twin, neither of these players. So team is really good to play to get better at the game, but solo mode is definitely the one to win if you want to be crowned as the best player.
So you think that this trend only will continue and maybe it just gets stronger and stronger, that we see the best players having more or less only focusing on solo events?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But
without any doubt.
Yeah. How did you end up then in Gamers Origin? That at least I saw you at Giant Cup and then at the Trackmania World Championship. How did you end up in Gamers Origin in the first place?
I joined leaving AA. I joined XS with Softy. He asked me if I was interested, and yeah, of course, he was my friend. I trusted him in everything he did, and he was telling us with Orwell, Cap, and Papu that he was working on looking for a better team than XS, and we actually ended up in Gamers Origin. I was really excited, and surprised actually that Gamers Origin get interested in Trackmania. Well, at first, I guess it was because of the Zerator Cup, and some Gamers Origin staff knows Zerator pretty well. So could be a thing that helped Gamers Origin to get in Trackmania. But well, I had the chance to be part of the history of Gamers Origin in Trackmania. I have nothing against them. Like, it was really good time with them. Sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will never feel bad because I got kicked about one bad performance.
Yeah, I spoke to Softy and how sort of his development as a team leader improved and just came along. He was sort of in surprise, he said, about people trusting him, these sort of good players trusting a guy that is pretty new to the scene. So why did you guys trust him and sort of, okay, this guy is probably going to fix us into a good team, get us a big organization. How did you trust him?
Well, back in then he told us the project he wanted to build, like Pro League, Trackmania, Grand League, etc. He has some ideas to share with us. We shared our opinions with him, and then we saw, damn, this guy is putting really hard work in Trackmania. He loved the game, so yeah, we definitely had to follow him. He's our savior.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. At least today, I was a little bit skeptical in the start, but it seems to be that I was the one who was wrong then.
Yeah, no.
But joining then eventually a team like Gamers Origin, that is a pretty big team, did you feel any more pressure going into offline events, or was it more or less the same?
Yeah, actually, I had a lot of pressure because basically in LAN parties, you bring your own computers, your own seat, you take the seat that the LAN bring to you. And being in Gamers Origin, like you just travel from your home to the place where the LAN is took place, and everything is all set for you. You just have to sit and play, and it's actually weird at first point because there is something on your shoulders that tell you, hey, if you don't perform everything that have been set for you, it's kinda useless. Like you won't lost money in
Yeah.
setting in sponsorship for a guy that don't reach world championship or something like that.
So you felt that you didn't
So
just play for yourself, you also played for someone else. It was not only yourself who had invested in this, it was other people as well.
yeah, of course, for the first time I felt pressure about my results. Like I was really disappointed, obviously, after the world championship where I ended up 13, I guess. Like wasn't the best result. Like actually, might be the worst result of my life in a Trackmania offline event.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely pressure took me too much.
And you said that you don't feel any hard feelings for them eventually letting you go, but was this something you expected before they eventually contacted you, like a message that you was waiting for, or did you think that, okay, I still have a future in Gamers Origin?
It was 50-50, I guess. I have some thought about being kicked. I'm not gonna lie, but yet I felt like one bad result couldn't get me kicked off Gamers Origin.
Huh.
So yeah, I was pretty disappointed, but I cannot be disappointed about playing bad. I was bad. I had a bad moment, like 2 or 3 months. I played just poorly, and I hope that I will get my level back.
Yeah. Yeah, and playing the World Championship, and now you played it in Tech. Was there any similarities between playing the Trackmania World Championship in 2018 and then playing ESWC 2012?
No, I don't think so. Like, well, basically, it was not the same game.
Yeah.
There was not as many players, and the level was not really high back in 2012. Like, playing on stage was really crazy, but I know I will never reach a stage in stadium. So my point is obviously to get to the stage once. It's my dream to play on stage again.
Yeah. Yeah, and talking about the World Championship and sort of the atmosphere there, did you feel that maybe the sort of, I don't know, the circumstances around it affected your performance, or would this have been happening anyway that you were knocked out pretty early?
Well, I will not try to find excuses to my bad performance, but yeah, it was not the best organizations that we could dream of, but it was still happening, you know, like we without it we will have nothing. So I'm really thankful to Softy for this.
Yeah. Yeah, and talking about then after you got knocked out, you were able to watch the second day on the big stage. How was it to see Trackmania back at Paris Games Week?
I felt really good actually. Like I told my brother, "Yo, come and watch the grand final. It's gonna be sick, I promise." And he was like, "Nah, no time. I will watch it on the internet." And he messaged me after the final, and he told me like, "What the fuck was that?" And I told him, "Yeah, man, it was freaking insane to watch. Being in the crowd."
Yeah, I guess
really exciting.
Being in the crowd for you as a native French speaker was maybe even better than for me, who didn't understand a single word, but I still had a blast and had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and actually having back on stage
Yeah.
where I cheered for him so hard, and Carl obviously.
Huh.
They were my two favorites, and they still are obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty new to the scene, and I say that this is the best match that I ever seen. You have been longer
Yeah.
in the scene than me. Is this your best match?
Yeah. Without any doubt,
Yeah.
this the highest level you could ever reach in a final.
And then having that sort of last grand final in tech, and then having the organizations move on to this new Trackmania Grand League, how did you feel about the announcements of this new format and this new style coming into the highest and most prestigious event in Trackmania?
Or the format is changing, so I guess this is actually good. I heard a lot of people like flaming this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not Take. What is this? It's Nadeo. It's well, obviously I thought the same at the beginning, but when I saw the competitions going, as a spectator, it's really sick. I don't know about the players, but as a spectator, it's the best format you could have. In the long term, it's the best format, I guess. So yeah, it's again really thanks to Softy and Elise to take part to this and bringing Trackmania maybe back.
Yeah, back and
to
maybe
cool.
even surpassing the golden days.
Yeah, obviously. I hope so.
Yeah, but before we start talking about maybe what you would improve and such, you tried to qualify in the first qualifier, the sort of regional one. What kind of expectations did you have going into that? Was it, okay, I can make it, okay, it's gonna be super hard since I'm fighting against a lot of Frenchies? What was your goal going into that qualifier?
Well, my goal was to qualify, obviously, but we are friends together. The top 5 players from French qualifiers, we were really close friends in Trackmania, and yeah, we felt like, okay, yeah, there is 2 spots, we are 5. The other players are less good than us in this format, so yeah, good luck, have fun. And at the end, Cap, Papu, and Brent took it. Sadly, for already didn't get it. I really know how bad it was for him not qualifying. It was really sad,
So
and me obviously, but
you were more sad for him than yourself, or what?
Well, yeah, actually, I feel really bad when people feel bad more than I feel bad when I feel bad.
Huh. Yeah, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, I'm a good teammate. No, but yeah, it's still my goal in the future.
Yeah.
I want my spot in this league.
Yeah, and then talking about, some people has raised sort of questions and some problems with the regional qualifiers. France maybe being the hardest regions, at least together with Germany and Swiss and Austria. How do you ideally have the qualifiers playing out? Are you in favor of regional, or should it just be open for everyone?
Well, the fact that there were qualifiers for regions is a good thing to promote the game to other countries than just France and Germany. We saw, well, Canada, Carl, is a good thing for America, but then little country in Europe like Lithuania, I guess, with bits, like could bring, and Poland with Massey, I guess, is a Polish. So yeah, those countries can bring a lot of spectators to Trackmania. That's a good thing to do. But with this system, you cannot have the 16 best player of the game. Obviously, like Twin and Onyo aren't qualified, so you cannot have the best player. So I would do 50-50 like I do every time, like 8 spot for regions and 8 spot for everyone.
Yeah, so sort of splitting it up.
Yeah, so at the end I guess we have the best 16 players.
And looking at the Trackmania Grand League and the sort of level you have there, do you feel that you could have been part in that tournament and somewhat did well, or how did you see yourself placing if you was in the Trackmania Grand League?
Well, I guess I'm equal in skill with Cap, so I guess I would be in 10 or 7 place, I
Yeah.
guess. Or even higher if I felt good on the maps or something, but yeah, I guess I definitely could have been in the top 8 for playoffs.
And then talking about maybe your biggest goal in the future for Trackmania is to qualify into the Grand League. Is it somewhat that you train the maps to get used to it? Do you even train the maps that comes out, or are you waiting for the next sort of open qualifiers to come around?
Well, actually, I played the second qualifier to replace Sky, so I trained a bit of TMGL maps. I really enjoyed it, to be fair. Like the maps are really easily you take them really easily. You learn them in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not much, and then you just go. You drive your best times and in slap. So you train really. The train is really going to be easy.
And looking at the players and from sort of a spectator view, how do you see this tournament playing out? Who do you see winning the beta season and winning after 10 steps?
Winning after 10 steps, well, Carl has a really big lead, so I guess he's gonna win it. But then, for the playoff, I see Pike doing good. Pike is really... Well, actually, it's gonna be between these two. The rest is a little bit under-leveled.
So you think there is like a scap level? You think there is like a level of, what is it called, skill level between the top and the rest?
Yeah, like top 2 is really beast mode. Maybe top 3 with Kappa having a good day or spam.
Yeah.
And then to top 10, there is another skill gap. And then further back, oh well, Masa, no, sorry. Masa is definitely in the top. Like top 10 with Masa. And then top 11 to top 16 is not really dealing with them.
So you're saying that if there comes to a playoffs, then maybe Pac can challenge him. But do you have any ideas on how a playoffs in this format would look? Because I don't.
Oh, me neither.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
And like, it's gonna be 8 players on stage or 16 players. What are you doing here?
I guess it's top 8.
Yeah.
Top 8 making it.
Then you have to change the format, no? Since at least Champions mode at the moment is top 16.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be like Formula 1.
Yeah.
Like you only earn points besides looting them. I don't know.
But
it's for
if you look maybe to the battle around the number 8 spot for making it into a playoffs, your friend Cap is there. Who did you see making it? And or maybe the question is easier, out of the top 10, who do you not see making it into the playoff?
I see Cap making it. I really hope he will make it together with Papu, Bran, my fellas. But yeah, top 8. Maybe Rollin can grab a spot. He's doing really good at this, really consistent. Maybe if he's doing less mistakes, he can definitely be in top 5.
Yeah.
For me. But yeah, it's really close for top 8 now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I guess. So yeah.
That's kind of fun that you also have a battle at top and then some sort of battle to get into the top 8 for the playoff.
Yeah, you can see there the skill gap between the top and the rest.
But then let's talk about you and why you are in the news as of late. You found a new team in Team Oplon. How did you end up finding a new team, and was it easy to find a new team in Trackmania?
Well, it was not that easy, but my church started 1 month ago, I guess. I got some offers from other teams that I took them really nicely, and then I replied, yeah, I'm not interested now, but I'm still considering your offers, and I will give you back an answer when I will start searching for something serious. And then 1 month, I was looking for a team 1 month before Gamers Assembly, and I got declined really, really often. And I was like, whew, it's gonna be hard to find a team to represent at Gamers Assembly, even if I grabbed my like spot thanks to spam.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oplon says, yeah, Cocow, join us. There is no problem. We got anything for you, anything you want. So yeah, welcome.
Yeah, and this sort of, what do you call it, a welcome video that they post on Twitter is maybe one of my favorite, at least, announcements of a new team.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Nice idea.
But now that you went through sort of searching for teams, what did you look for in searching for a team? Was there anything that, in terms of how they market you, how they can support you for events, what do you as a player search for in a team?
Well, the main thing obviously is the support for events. Like not paying anything from myself is the goal number one.
Yeah.
Because it has always been like that in my Trackmania career. Well, actually, when I was triple A, they didn't give me anything. So yeah, leaving Gamers Origins, I was expecting the same things.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have. But for people that might not know what Team Oplon is there anything that you can tell us on what they do elsewise? Is there any teams that they sponsor or any games?
They have a pretty good lineup in Hearthstone, I guess. And then I actually don't know. I didn't look for it yet.
At least the most important part is that you are part of it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But let's talk about the Gamers Assembly. It was kind of a battle for the slot situation there. And when you look at the list today, I believe still you don't see your name there, but for the viewers, they can calm down. You have a slot there. But how did you end up getting a slot?
Well, at the slot, there were 8 spots added. I guess it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday they had 8 spots, and I was in my car with my phone, and I was like, okay, Coco, you can do it. Like, in an instant, the 8 spots were gone, and I had none. So I was kinda disappointed. I get back home. I saw Spam Sweets that he said he purchased his tickets, but he was not really convinced about going. So I messaged him instantly and I said like, hey bro, if you are not going, you can sell it to me, you know? And he thought about it a few days and messaged me and say, hey Coco, yeah, I'm not going, I prefer to cast it, so I will give you my spot. So yeah, really thanks Spam for saving my life.
Yeah, that's sort of a big boy mentality to not maybe wait until the last day, but at least somewhat give you time to train the maps.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's really nice from him.
And now that you have some days to train it and over a week, what do you hope to achieve at Gamers Assembly?
Well, with 64 players, I definitely want to reach top 10. Will be really nice. Considering the players that are there.
Yeah, it's a stacked event, right?
Yeah, fucking hell. Well, yeah, top 10 is always my goal in Gamers Assembly. And when I reach it, then it's a bonus.
Yeah. And looking at the players, we say that it is a stacked, but is there any players that sort of sticks out to you? Is there any favorites going into this, or is there an event that maybe almost anyone can win?
Well, there is still top players like Twin, Kappa, Pack, and Massa, the really crowd favorite and game favorite.
Yeah.
As long as it's tech, and it's actually simple tech, like it's nothing too crazy like TMPL. So we thought at Giant Cup that Twin was really good at this kind of maps. So yeah, I will put Twin, Kappa or Pack as winner.
And if you're looking maybe besides this sort of top 1 group of players, is there any players that you see somewhat making an upset and maybe have a super performance that maybe people didn't expect to have such a good performance at Gamers Assembly?
Well, there is a lot of venture player coming, like Wag, the Cheese, Zykos.
Yeah. Like
Zykos, I guess is gonna be his first France event or Gamers Assembly.
Yeah, it might be.
But These kind of players are obviously could make it to the top very easily if they're playing online.
And now that you have, you go ahead.
Then obviously Yo-Yo, Chronos, Omnipod, those French guys that are always playing to the top tech levels. And after that, I don't see anything else. Never mind Eminem.
Yeah, but we need a French player in the grand final, right? Else the atmosphere wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, obviously.
Ale Yo-Yo is famous, right?
Ale Yo-Yo and Symbiose actually. Symbiose was just.
But I have went to now, I believe, 3 Trackmania events, and already from the first moment I stepped into an arena and saw the matches, you was one of the guys who sticked out with your sort of, what do you call it, energy, some sort of expression, how you scream during the rounds. Why do you do this?
Yeah. Well, the pressure is going out. When you win close rounds or even important rounds, you just scream like I scream every day at sports. Like when I play handball.
Yeah.
I'm actually screaming every time I'm trying to shooting at the goal. And when I score, I'm like, yeah, come on, fuck yeah! Like, I'm giving everything I have in the game or in sports. It's the same.
So it's more for yourself rather than maybe sort of trying to scare other players and to say, hey, I'm here, I'm doing well.
Well, actually both. You can, your opponent can see, well, he's in fucking good form. Let's take him seriously. And yeah, it's putting me really confident into the next round.
Yeah, I can say from spectator view at events, it's so much more fun to watch a player like you rather than some players that you don't even see if they win or lose a round.
Yeah, that's so fucking sad. Like, even watch them scream less than I do.
Yeah. But having so many players sign up for Gamers Assembly, I believe this is the most in the history. How do you say that Trackmania is now moving forward? Is it moving forward even?
I think it's moving forward in terms of new player coming to the games. I feel like it's not reached yet. And yeah, we have new names going in Trackmania this year, even in Dirt or Full Speed, even Canyon. I didn't check Canyon list. Yeah. But yeah, like there is some French players, some new European player that can afford to come in, even if the travel cost might be really high.
Yeah. And then looking at some sort of general feeling about Trackmania, is there any topics in Trackmania that you sort of need or see as more important than others for the game to move forward, like the Surrey Cup, maybe other things? How does this game take the next step?
Well, the big things that help Trackmania, I guess, is Solari, with Bren and Carl being part of Trackmania Grand League, while Solari is streaming every steps. So this is actually bringing 10k for Trackmania. So this is really big. Actually, Trelux for Germany as well, and Easy for Poland. I guess they're around 8k or 5k. I guess this is it. So yeah, it's a good thing that they are paying some streamers to give views to their games.
So get some influencers to give some sort of marketing to Trackmania.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there any topic that... go ahead.
Well, I would say when the influencers have done their jobs, like the game is going to a normal way. Like every new players will follow the competitions, even try to play the maps that pro are playing.
Yeah.
And I think we are still missing a ranking system, a real ranking system besides ladder points on Nadio maps.
Yeah.
That could help new players to play like, yeah, I want to play like Carl Jr. and Ben. They are my...
Yeah, I mean, when I joined Trackmania and saw some sort of trying to play this Nadio maps, saw the rankings, I was like, okay, this is the best player in the world, but in fact it's not.
A lot of new players think the same.
Yeah, But is there any way to sort of fix this? And if so, what would you fix, and what is your system?
Well, I actually don't know. I've never thought about this, but I'm playing 2 or 3 games at most that are Counter-Strike, League of Legends, and Trackmania. And Counter-Strike and League of Legends are actually really 2 big games in esports, and they have their own rankings. Like pros are playing, we're watching them playing, and then we are just playing in matchmaking to do the same, or actually do our best to do it. And there is a ranking systems that telling you you're bad at this game. Okay, need to improve this. Watch pros doing this. Okay, so I have to do this to get better at the game. And yeah, we don't have this in Trackmania, like a sub top or bronze, silver, gold. We don't have anything like this.
So you think maybe some sort of matchmaking system would make it better, because then you have to win against people at the same level and then eventually people at better level?
Yeah, definitely. But there was matchmaking, but it was outside of the game, so that's actually the reason why it didn't work out pretty well. And the maps actually were not the same as the current competitions, or I don't know. So I guess if you put a ranking system in with TMGL maps, would really worked out pretty well.
Yeah, implement it into the game so people see it straight away.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there any topics in Trackmania that maybe I didn't cover now, but you want to share outside of maybe matchmaking system, ladder points and such? Is there anything that you see as important in Trackmania?
Well, as important, like I will cheer for players every time. Players keep playing the game. Like tech is not the main thing. You can change everything in Trackmania. We have to change our mentality. We shouldn't be stuck to take dirt or something like that. We have TMGL, this biggest thing, the biggest thing we have ever have in Trackmania online.
Yeah.
So just cheer for it, watch this, enjoy your game Trackmania, and for fuck's sake, support Softy.
That's some well-spoken words. But the last thing for me, is there any people that you wanna some sort of give a shout out to? Some people that maybe has helped your career and make your pleasant stay in Trackmania?
Yeah. So yeah, my biggest shout out goes to my brother. Obviously, he bring me to the game. He's still my biggest fan, and I really thank him for doing that, even in my life. And then like every guy that I play with are really important to me. The AA guys, XS, Gamer of Origins, all my friends, they are really helping me in the game. And yeah, my last shout out goes to Spam for the spots. Actually,
that's super
I would never
nice.
thank him. Really nice guy.
Is Ludo gonna listen to this?
I don't know. Maybe I will share the link to him.
If so, hopefully he comes back to Trackmania, no?
No. He will never come back.
Maybe he can come back through a Trackmania podcast, right?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I do some podcasts with retired players, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
But thank you.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing this, and it's not gonna be long until we speak again. It's just 1 week and plus that.
Yeah, I'm really hyped.
Yeah, I've never been more hyped. I'm even more hyped now than I was at the World Championship.
Yeah, obviously.
It's so many players.
I'm as assembly training now.
Yeah. Well, I'll not keep you here longer. Go back to training, and then again, thank you so much for stepping up and doing this.
Thank you, NMD.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.